Everything has a place, including artificial intelligence, but that doesn't mean we should get so excited about it. Hi, I'm Nick. This is 10 Minutes with Nick. For some reason, I'm darting my head very quickly when I do these things. Look, I just saw an ad for artificial intelligence in people's phones to remove things from photos. Like, oh, I want to get people out of this photo so I make it a better look. Okay, that's interesting, but also, that's a job. We need to think very carefully about artificial intelligence and its proper role, because while it does do some pretty cool things, those pretty cool things come at the cost of eliminating jobs. And not necessarily, they're not going to eliminate jobs tomorrow, right? Like, you have a photo on your phone you're trying to edit. You're not going to pay someone $100 to edit the creep in the background out of the photo. It would be really nice to have a tool that allows you to do that yourself without much training. Great. That tool is also not that sophisticated. It has some bumps in the road. That's really AI. That should be the limit of AI's role. Making certain tasks easier for the everyday person. Making our lives easier. That's the proper role of technology in general, making our lives easier and better. Now, granted, proponents of AI are going to argue to me, because we talk on the phone all the time, that, well, that's all it's doing. It's making our lives easier and better. Yeah, but we don't want it to eliminate the things that make life fun, make life worth living. And life is worth living not because of the stuff we do. It's worth living because of our passions. Now, some people are very passionate about things that you're not passionate about, and that's okay. But artificial intelligence's proper role is to simply enhance what we can do, not take tasks away from us. For example, if I'm an editor of a movie, artificial intelligence can be really useful in helping me do some of the lower level background tasks that come with editing, right? But you can't have artificial intelligence that's so intelligent that it eliminates the need for an editor entirely. That's a whole profession. Those guys work hard, and they're artistes in their own way. You don't want artificial intelligence to replace writers. Now, I write. I'm not very good, but I write. I like the task of writing. What I don't like is the task of proofreading. Because let's say you write a 60-page script. There's gonna be editing errors in there. It would be really useful to have a grammar AI tool that runs through and just flags the errors for you. Now, technically speaking, you could say, well, Microsoft Word already does that. Yeah, again, that's why word processors are very useful. And that's what Microsoft Word is. It's the program is called a word processor. I don't know if the kids these days know that. That's useful. What I don't need is artificial intelligence to write a script and then I do the grammar check for the artificial intelligence. That's not the way it's supposed to work. It would be useful to have artificial intelligence help with tasks that are typically dangerous, to spot dangers ahead of time so that we don't, not everybody likes the fact that we have an oil industry, but we're going to use that as an example. Let's say you're working on an oil rig and you're getting into a dangerous situation. It would be really nice if artificial intelligence could not just tell you that a danger is occurring, but predict dangerous conditions. It would be nice if it could predict the dangerous conditions that could possibly lead to injuries or even deaths. Now, I think some people are going to disagree with me on that, right? A lot of people would say, no, artificial intelligence is the future. It shouldn't be. Just frankly, it just shouldn't be. It should be part of the future. It should be a tool in our belt, but we should still be running the show. We shouldn't use artificial intelligence. We should use artificial intelligence to enhance what humans can do, not replace what humans do. Let's take a sports example, right? It would be great if artificial intelligence could make a game like football safer by helping design pads that eliminate head injuries that are so prevalent. It would be great if artificial intelligence could help design fields that don't cause non-contact injuries. That would be really great. And obviously, not all non-contact injuries are caused by the field, but let's say there are any caused by the field. It would be great if artificial intelligence could help, not eliminate the guy designing the field, but help him figure out the best way to design that field. Could take the input from the data that just takes a long time to process now and update it as it goes and create a model to help the team that's building the field or taking care of the field. Predict, hey, this team is, for whatever reason, known for digging into the field, so be ready ahead of time. It would help. AI is great for predicting conditions and for enhancing what human beings can and should do. But let's not use it to eliminate it. Right? Look, you don't have to agree with me, and this point may not be being particularly well made. It's a 10-minute podcast. I have constraints. I wrote a 10-page short and sent it out for coverage. I got savaged on the coverage. And most of it was, well, you weren't able to develop the characters in 10 pages. I only have 10 pages. And in this podcast, I only have 10 minutes. So, I'm begging you, don't get so excited about artificial intelligence, because the more excited you get, the more you're telling people who develop artificial intelligence, hey, this is really cool product. We need to keep adding more stuff to this. No, just leave artificial intelligence in its lane. It's a tool in the belt. We don't really need to start thinking about, oh, how can we use artificial intelligence to actually replace human beings? No, just don't do it. Why would you do it? There's no need to do it. It's unnecessary and, frankly, excessive. Don't do it. I'm begging you. That's my point for the day. Don't let artificial intelligence supplant human beings. Do make artificial intelligence a tool in our belt that allows us to go farther, that allows us to do what we do, but better. And if somebody tries to tell you that, hey, it's fine if we keep just pushing this envelope just a little bit farther, that's every sci-fi novel ever. Just read a book. Read any book. Every sci-fi novel ever starts with, well, we're just going to keep edging this envelope just a little farther. Just going to keep going. Just going to push it a little farther. Just going to push it a little farther. This is weird, and I'm kind of stuck in it now. But don't let it happen. Be aware and understand that artificial intelligence can and should be used. Just not to eliminate human beings or eliminate the role that human beings can play, and particularly not eliminate the role that human beings play creatively. Anyways, those are my thoughts. I'm a white guy with a microphone. Listen to me. Don't listen to me. Just remember that I'm not the only one sounding the alarm bell. Much smarter people than me are doing so too. And in the meantime, hug your family. Say I love you to your loved ones. I'm Nick. This is 10 Minutes with Nick. Thank you for listening. Have a great day.